Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Montes Art Studio, and today we have another little art haul, an unexpected art haul. I was gifted some funds for my birthday by my mom. Thanks, Mom, if you're watching. Sometimes she watches my channel. So here's what I got. I wanted to dive into some more research on landscapes and different resources for inspiration and factual things. So I found this book. I'm not exactly sure what's in it because it was sealed, but I saw that this was about surface design and material landscapes. So I'm assuming it has a little bit to do with architecture and interior design. And I purchased this book at TJ Maxx for $20, and I'm interested to see what it looks like. So let's open it together. And sometimes TJ Maxx has some good finds on really expensive books that you would typically find at a Barnes and Nobles for very low price. Like this particular book was originally priced at $44. And there was another book that I found, which is actually in this pile that I'll show you, that was I've been dying for, and I found it for so much less. Okay, so let's open it up together. Like I expected, it has to do with different types of landscapes in cities and a lot of architecture. Ooh, look at that plan. So a lot of architecture and landscapes. So this is super exciting. I love when my two worlds collide. As you all know, I do interior design and architecture, and I love to combine the two. So this one's going to be a lot of fun to be able to kind of think, you know, more structured like when I'm creating my landscapes. So I'm excited for that one. The next book that I bought, and this one I bought at Sierra, the store that is very similar to TJ Maxx. So I don't think the label's on here. So Sierra is a similar store to like TJ Maxx and Home Goods. They primarily sell things for camping and workouts and like sort of more like a sporty style store. And I saw this in their book section. So the tree book, the story, science and history of trees. And I fell in love immediately. I always knew that I wanted this book, but it was way too expensive. And I purchased this book for $24.99. It was pretty much 50% off from the original price. And you never know what books you find. I love that there are little snippets of illustration in here. So that's super exciting. The colors are vibrant. There's different styles of trees and colors and things. So I'm excited for that. The next book that I also bought at Sierra was this illustrated botany book, The Virtual Plant Museum. And the cool thing about this book is that you have the illustrations as a sort of, let me move my little guy from here, as a sort of a poster. So you can probably tear these out and hang them up. How beautiful. I would love to hang these up. And I fell in love with the illustration. I love this illustration style. Although I would probably not do this style of illustration, I still find interest in the colors, in the layout. I love thinking like this and trying to grow my layout styles. And then over here you have the book portion where you can kind of scroll through and learn a little bit, and it's all illustrated, so that's super exciting. So I'm excited for this book, and this book was $20. Originally, according to this here, originally $25, so not too much of a discount, but it's nice. It's very beautiful. Okay, so the next little purchase that I got was from Artisans and Craftsmen, and I know this store exists in some parts of the East Coast of the United States. I'm not sure if this exists anywhere else, but there's one near my home, and there's one that's further down in the city portion of Philadelphia. And I love it. I love this little store. So they had a couple discounted sections, so let's jump into the bag. So I wasn't looking for anything in particular in this store, but as soon as I walked in, I saw that they had like a summer sale, and they had some watercolor pads that were on discount. This pad, the Stonehenge White, 250 GSM 8x8 acid free 100% cotton paper for $9. If I lift this up, I'm 100% sure this is way more than what it says. So because this one was damaged, oh, that says $4. That must have been a mistake. I know this paper is expensive, so yeah, this says $4, and I know that this paper can be pretty expensive. It was damaged here, and there are a couple bent pages. Actually, there's no bent pages on the inside, but it feels like hot press paper. It is single sheet, not a block style paper. So I'm curious to see how this works with some of my gouache. I've been interested in using some inks, which I'll show you in a minute. And I also have some acrylic inks that I've been wanting to get back into. So I'm excited for this paper. It's not my favorite shape. I don't typically like the 8x8s, but it was $9. The next pad that I saw, which was a little bit pricey, but I was interested in trying some new paper. And this one in particular is for printmaking, drawing, lettering, and painting. So I'm interested to see how this works. And so this paper is 245 GSM, 8.5 by 11, 100% white cotton, or 100% cotton white paper. And same thing here. This one does have a little bit more tooth. I'm not sure if it's like based off of the GSMs. Like it feels ever so slightly toothier than this one, which is 250 GSM. So I'm not sure how that affects the paper, but this is 100% Arnhem. I'm assuming Arnhem. 100% rag fine paper that is excellent for these various techniques. Alright, so the next thing I purchased were some inks. And this is Higgins ink. I love Higgins ink because well, they have two types. They have waterproof, and they have the one that's not waterproof. I forget how it's like called dry something. So I have their black ink, but I've been inspired to get a glass pen, and I have a glass pen coming in the mail tomorrow. Hopefully it's not broken. So with the Higgins ink, I'm going to test this out and see how things go. So I got waterproof permanent base drawing ink magenta. And I mean, this ink is so good for such a cheap price. Like, they have this other ink called Bulletproof, I think it's called. I love that ink so much, but it's so expensive. And I was gonna get one of theirs. So let's take a look at the color. Ooh. Yeah, that's my color. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. So I'm so excited for this Higgins ink. So I got the magenta because, of course, and then I got the violet. And I'm curious to see how these work with the glass pens that I purchased. Oh, by the way, I was inspired by Sophie McPike, sorry. And I love her videos. Like, I'm such a fangirl. Such a fan. Look at that purple. So pretty. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. So that is going to be a lot of fun. I already have the black that I absolutely love. So this is just gonna be even more fun. I haven't played with ink in a minute. I love playing with ink. I usually have my acrylic inks. I'll show you. So some of my favorite acrylic inks are the Delaroni FW brand. And these are different than the Higgins because they're acrylic. But they still work really well. How can I explain these? So this is kind of a very liquefied version of acrylic paint. You can do paint however you want with these. Right now they're kind of settled in. And I also love the Amsterdam brand as well. And so you can see the separation happening here. But yeah, these are by Royal Talents, and these ones are a little bit more easier to use with like these types of equipment. So brushes, your dip pens, you can use spray paint with this. You can even, I'm assuming, fill up your own pen. I personally just like to dip my brush into this and paint right away. So these are my two favorite inks. And what makes these different from the Higgins is that these are more like actual pen. So like they're much more liquidy, they're very transparent, whereas like this is much more opaque. You can kind of see, let's see, use the pink one as an example. You can see how liquidy they are. Most times the pigment doesn't separate like this. I would say, if I had to say, give a good comparison, the Higgins act as watercolor and the acrylic inks act as gouache. So they do similar things, but they have different characteristics. Okay, so the next thing I purchased were these metallic paint pens. I have no idea what they are. I wanted to try something new. So my intention in going into the art store today was, let's find something we've never tried before. So this was the thing. And I don't know what these are. These seem to be just like brush markers sort of thing. They do have brush tips. And I fell in love with playing with the metallics in my friend's watercolor palette, the Portland Art Studio. So if you haven't checked out that video, definitely check it out. I loved the metallic feel, and I also was playing with some of my paint marker pens. I have a few metallics, and I wanted to see how these work. So these are called Marvy Uchid Opaque Brush Pencil. I'm assuming that's a different language. Water-based acid-free pigment store. Oh, that's good to know. Store horizontally, so we have to store it flat. But I think the name is a French company. So let's show you. So the brush pen is super pretty. So super excited for that. I'm gonna grab the lid of my Higgins and we're gonna test it out right here. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. They had a very limited color palette at the store. So I was thinking, what do I like? I like vibrant colors. So I picked this violet. Okay, so it's settled in and it's kind of flat. So I'm curious. It doesn't have a smell. This color is beautiful. It matches the Higgins pink, the Higgins purple violet. So that's pretty. I got the green one, and they don't have names, they just have numbers. So this is 4700-S hashtag or pound sign, whatever you want to call it, M8. And this is M4, the green. And this one is M2. So let's see. Oh, that's pretty. So unconventional to use this box. Has a swatch palette, but whatever. So nice. They're really matte. I wonder, and that dries instantly. So that's nice. I wonder how they'll react on different surfaces. Alright, so the next thing I purchased was a tumble pen, and I really love these pens that are called that. Fudens. I don't know why I try to say things. The tumble pen, and this is the hard tip. You guys have probably heard me say this before, but if I had to survive with just one pen, it would be the tumble hard tip pen, and I got it in a fuchsia pink. This color is, yeah, it's just pink. So I'm excited for that. And then I saw this Caran d'Ache chubby pencil in pink. Let me tell you, I'm not a girly that likes to buy individual stock items, but I saw this and there were only 3 highlighter colors, and I love these highlighter sort of colors. So I'd be curious to see how this works with some of my sketches. Yeah, that's pretty. So I have a few Caran d'Ache color pencils, but never a chunky one. The next thing that I got, which was actually for free, I got, for being a member, you get member points and then you get like coupons. And so they gave me this member gift, a free sample of this pen and a pastel brush pen tip. And this is a soft tip. Still love these. Here's the store. And if you're ever in Philadelphia, I definitely recommend this store. I also got a little sticker. And I'm so excited for that. So after that, yesterday I went to get some things for my art club. And I purchased this with the intention to make things with my nieces and nephews. But then I realized how hot it was going to be, and I was like, I'm not turning on the oven no time soon. It's currently July 6th, and it was a high of 98 degrees, and they said it will feel like 108 degrees in Philadelphia. I've never seen 108 degrees in Philadelphia, but that was pretty crazy. So anyways, I was like, yeah, no, we're not baking anything today. Sorry. So I have these, and I was thinking I'm really interested in making my own earrings, but I want to make them much lighter than like typical sculpty earrings. So I'm excited for this. I do have some other sculpty sort of things, but I want to practice making some earrings with this. So I hope you like this video. These are all the things that I purchased unexpectedly. I mean, it was my birthday money, so I don't feel terrible. I am super excited to dive into some of these papers and maybe use some of my inspirational books to make something in one of these paper pads. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing, all the new followers, all the new subscribers. I've been enjoying your comments, and I'm so happy that you are all enjoying my videos. So stay tuned for the next one, and I will see you next time. Bye.